You know that feeling when it seems like you're writing a draft of your life and the real final version will start sometime later? You're constantly in waiting mode. I'll endure now, and real life will start in a year or two. This is the most insidious trap of the brain. But here's the truth. There will be no final version. You're writing your story right now, with no right to a draft and no eraser. The ink dries instantly. Every day lived on autopilot is a torn page from your book. By 40, most people realize they spent their whole life preparing to live, but never started. Dreams are gathering dust in the far drawer. Today, we're taking them out. I'll show you 7 fundamental principles that switch you from "I'll wait" till "I'm doing." How many times have you postponed life for later? Time doesn't wait. Every second is a choice. One person waits 10 years. Another acts today. Guess who wins? 95% of people will never start. Don't be one of them. In 10 minutes, you'll have a map. The choice is yours. Stop the video right now. Write in the comments one dream you want to start pursuing today. And now, 7 keys to freedom. Let's begin. If you stop ignoring them, your reality will change. Welcome to the real world. Stop rehearsing in front of the mirror. The stage is already lit. The audience is in place. Go out and play the lead role before the curtain falls forever. Many shout, "Quit your job right now. Go into business. Risk everything." Often it's just noise. Work is not a prison if you change your attitude toward it. Look at your salary not as payment for time, but as startup capital for a project called freedom. Your employer is essentially your first serious investor. But there's an important moment. Your 20s to 30s are the golden window for justified risk. While you have no family, mortgage, and strict obligations, you're almost invincible. If you fail now, you'll mainly lose time. But in 10 years, with family and credits behind you, a jump into the unknown becomes almost impossible. Therefore, use money from work not for parties, but for financing experiments. Launch projects in parallel, test ideas, fall, get up. Work pays for your safety while you build your risk. Squeeze maximum knowledge, connections, and resources from your position. As soon as your personal projects start bringing more than salary, you leave as a winner. We're taught to wait for big, cinematographic moments. But real strength is in boring regularity. In finance, there's compound interest. But this same law works with habits, knowledge, and skills. 30 minutes a day on development. And in a year, you're ahead of 95% of people. You become a specialist valued 5 to 10 times more expensive. Save at least 10 to 15% of income every month. And in years, you'll have capital. Success is not one heroic leap. Success is the sum of thousands of invisible small actions. Stop looking for the magic, make it fast button. Fall in love with monotony. Water wears down stone not by force of impact, but by constancy of drops. Be that water. We live in the era of Instagram pictures. Social networks created a cult of visible success. It seems if you don't have the newest gadget or branded clothes, you're falling behind. You're forced to buy unnecessary things with money you don't have to impress people you barely know. This is a race without a finish line. Real capital is often invisible. It's inner peace and numbers on your account. A rich person usually doesn't shout about money. They simply own it. Third principle, be don't seem. Stop building a beautiful facade if inside is empty. Invest in the foundation. Your self-esteem shouldn't depend on the logo on your jacket. Real status is freedom of choice, not the car brand. Being rich and looking rich are often mutually exclusive strategies. Choose the first. In a world where everything changes at crazy speed, there's only one currency that never devalues: your adaptability and problem-solving ability. Diplomas become obsolete, professions disappear, but a living mind always finds a way out. At 20 to 30, the main task is not to earn millions immediately, but to load your head with the right tools. The more tools, the harder it is to corner you. To be among winners, invest in yourself more than in entertainment. Your mind and experience are the only bank that can't have its license revoked. Fill it with quality content, and it will feed you for life. Money is first and foremost psychology. Most financial problems aren't because you count percentages poorly, but because you can't manage desires. Main enemies: envy, impatience, desire to seem better than others. Look at your expenses. Often it's a quick dopamine dose. Shopping as emotional treatment or escape from fear. Fifth principle: money loves a cool head. A rich person differs from a poor one by knowing how to pause between impulse, I want, and action bought. He doesn't let ads, discounts, and FOMO pull his strings. Learn to say no to momentary whims, and you'll be surprised how much free money appears. Stop using your wallet as an antidepressant. Money is a tool of freedom, not a way to suppress emotions. We're social beings. The brain unconsciously adapts to the environment. If friends only complain, blame circumstances and the economy, your brain considers this normal. It's impossible to grow if you're constantly pulled down. Sixth principle: consciously form your circle of communication. Look for people who are stronger than you in at least one direction. Ask questions, share experience, argue. Growth is born in such conversations. You need development partners, not just company, for relaxation. If you're the smartest in the room, you're in the wrong room. Look for those you want to reach for. Energy exchange with strong people is the fastest elevator up. You become the average of those you spend the most time with. Don't fear temporary loneliness. Fear the crowd happily going nowhere. Psychologists divide people into two types: passengers and drivers. Guess who has better results? The passenger always has something in their way. The driver looks not for excuses, but for detours. Seventh principle: take 100% responsibility. Your current level of income, relationships, health is the sum of all your decisions over recent years. Don't blame the economy, boss, government. No one will come and fix it. You're the only captain of your ship. Once you accept this 100%, real power to change course appears. By nature, man strives for comfort, predictability, coziness. But in nature, calm equals stagnation. Same with your potential. If it's too easy and safe now, you're almost certainly not growing. Growth always comes through overcoming. Don't fear difficulties. Fear the easy life that leads nowhere. Set goals that require effort. Going beyond the familiar, you open new horizons. Diamonds are born under pressure. Only mold is born in warmth and coziness. We've covered 7 principles. Now you have a map. But a map is not the territory. Knowing and doing are different universes. The most dangerous moment is right now. The brain will say, "Cool, I got smarter, can relax." 90% of people will do exactly that. Nod, agree, and continue living the same way. But if you watch to the end, there's a spark in you. You have a choice. You can leave everything as is, and in 10 years wake up bitter that time is gone. Or start writing your story today. No revolutions or bridge burning in one day. Big victories are built on small steps. Start with analyzing last month's expenses. Refuse one impulsive purchase. Write to someone already living as you dream. Make the first step even uncertain. The path up is always uphill and against the wind. But the view from the top is worth every effort. Subscribe. This is a place for those who decided to think with their own head. Write in the comments which principle you'll implement first. Stop being a spectator of other success. Become the author of your own. See you soon.